Urban Explorers. I just finished riding up a hill, so sorry I'm out of breath. I want to show you how to get to the Westside Trail from the Oakland City Transit Station. I am on the Murphy Avenue side. This is just a little pop out that comes out from a tunnel that goes underneath Murphy Avenue. That's actually the transit station right there. So I'm now looking west. Here's active rail, that's just CSX. So you get off there and you can go either way. If you're going to the brewery, if you're going to Monday Night Brewing, you probably should get off on the Lee Street side of the station, because then you can take Lee Street south right down to Monday Night Brewing. It's right there at the corner of Lee and White, or pretty close to that. But I would recommend coming over here. You go under a tunnel that goes under all these railroad tracks in the MARTA line, and basically you come out in this little building right there. Okay, so I do want to show you that building right there while I got the video going. But what you want to do is you want to come out of this little station right here, and you want to take a right and go down that hill right there. This is Murphy Avenue. You can actually take Murphy Avenue all the way down to the Beltline, the Westside Trail. It's about 0.7 of a mile. Take you, just a few minutes on bike to do that. That right there is actually a senior living facility. That's some transit-oriented development that's taking place right across the street from the Oakland City station. Prestwick Group, I think, is developing it. 160 units, affordable housing. So rents will never be more than 30% for the residents that live there, but I understand it's a senior living facility. But while I have you, you don't see these very often, at least not in Atlanta. This is an old Nabisco plant. Yes, National Biscuit Company. For those of you that don't know, some of you may not even remember Nabisco, although I guess they still use the brand. It was bought out maybe a couple times. I think they may have done a leverage buyout with RJR at one time. RJR's, I think, did an LPO with them, and then they spun that out. Here's the name of the new company, Mondelez, which I think is I think it's an American company. They just chose kind of a sexy European sounding name. Here's an interesting thing. You see this all the time over in this part of town. This is basically a spur line that came right over here and literally would have gone right over to the Nabisco loading dock. But that's what this is. They're making something in there, so it's still in operation. Every time you drive by, you get a whiff of something. It smells like cookies or something. But I'm looking for, I don't know if it was on that building. It actually has, yeah, it must have been on that building. Let me back up a little bit here. So, Nabisco, as I said, stood for National Biscuit Company. There's the back side of it, of that. And, I wanted to show you the front of this building. I tried to find out how old the building was. Best I could tell, I know it's been here since the 50s, so could be 50s, maybe 1940s. But I'll show you what I'm looking for in just a second. I think it's right on the front. Excuse me. Here comes a choo-choo train right here. Right there it says Nabisco. Here comes a CSX train right here. Well, I thought there was a place on this building where it actually said National Biscuit Company across the top. And maybe I just don't see it, or maybe they got rid of it. But anyway, I promise you that's what that stands for. So anyway, again, here's these railroad tracks that would have come right in here to the loading dock. And as I said, over on this side of town, I'm on Murphy Avenue. You see stuff like that all over the place. These little spur trails that peel off the main trunk lines. That guy's carrying coal right there. So anyway, when you get over to this part of town, I did some videos a while ago that started at the West End station, which is a little closer to the Westside Trail. West End station is oh, half a mile, 0.5. And this is about 0.7 or maybe 0.8. That's from Oakland City to the Westside Trail. The Westside Trail, again, runs right between those two MARTA stations. The West End station on the north and the Oakland City Transit station on the south. And the elevated line on the other side of the train there is the MARTA red line, and the gold line is the north-south line that goes to the airport. So anyway, get on over here and enjoy it. The Westside Trail opens up on September 29th, 4 p.m. at Gordon White Park. They will have a